Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. So, interesting stuff coming out overnight in regards to the latest that we're all going to deal with here. You've probably already heard by now that New York has closed indoor dining at restaurants effective Monday. So they've pretty much given New Yorkers the ability to go out and eat in a restaurant for a last time here this weekend. That will probably be the demise of a ton of restaurants because if I remember my restaurant days going back far enough, restaurant usually needs to run at about 70% capacity to break even. And, considering New York City's been at 60 or 25% in indoor dining and the rest of New York State's been at 50%, I mean, these companies have been operating at a loss, just hoping they could hang on long enough till they could become profitable again, and shutting them down now. We pretty much all know that that's going to be the end of a lot of these restaurants because not like the shutdown's going to be for a couple of weeks. You're probably looking at April at the earliest, maybe, once winter's over, May, and the companies just can't stay shut that long to and manage to stay in business. So, just adding to the homeless crisis that we're going to have come January 1st, now we're just going to increase the unemployment crisis again. So, and again, you all know this, it's not about anything other than control. So, I mean, this is just what's going on. So I wanted to bring up another one that came out. This was reported on late last night. Amazon has now come up with a social distancing technology that they're going to use that warns when staffers get too close to each other in their warehouses, okay? The technology is called Distant Assistant, okay? And basically, if you get too close to somebody else, your phone will beep or something like that saying you're too close. Can you see this one coming next? We already know that Joe Biden wants to have 100 days worth of mask wearing come his inauguration, if we get that far. And that's another story because the Supreme Court threw out Texas's petition this afternoon or yesterday afternoon. So that one, there's the next one. So again, we're getting into more of the control. So again, hearing 100 days worth of masks. Now they're coming up with technology that, is going to supposedly be on our phones. Again, you're going to have to download it, but if your employer says you need to have it, then, you're going to need to have it. Everything going on. So, if you go check it out, I mean, Amazon is saying that this technology, we'll use it, that can even be deployed inside of elevators. Hitachi is one of the ones that is going to mass market this, and they figure they can get it commercialized quickly, okay? Now, if you look at it, our friends in the East, that ancient country over there, they already have a social control system. It's called their Civilization Code, and it combines their health code app with their social credit system, which allows the government over there to track people where they go. All right, so now we all know carrying our cell phones is basically carrying a tracking device on us at any times. I mean, how many of you guys get the monthly notice from Google Maps saying, this is where you went this month? Okay, well, okay, they can already track that, by what you put into your GPS on your phone, where you wanted to go. Sure, we all know they could find us at any time, even if your phone's shut off. They can still ping your phone and track you down. I mean, we've all seen enough cop shows on TV and forensic shows and stuff like that that tell you that they can do that. But now with this technology, they're going to show a way where we can be tracked by Uncle Sam anytime they want to. Where did he go? Did he go to the grocery store? Did he go to the car wash? Did he go buy a pair of jeans? Did he, go buy animal feed, whatever it would be? And so by doing that, and if you think about this for a second, if they can track that and they know, oh, you went to the animal feed store. Now they can go to the animal feed store and pull your credit card record and go, oh, and he bought, 2 bales of hay or whatever it would be, okay? And I'm using animal feed, but think about some of the other places you might go and purchase something that if they track you and now they know exactly what you did, okay? And I'm not talking about buying anything illegal. I'm talking about buying stuff completely legal. But now they know, gee, he went over here and bought a box of 50 of these or, whatever would be. So, so that was another interesting one. So we're getting into all of this. We've already seen this week, California's putting down new lockdown orders. Virginia has something in play. Everything's getting very interesting, guys. They are trying to take away our freedoms one by one. And unfortunately, what we're seeing is a lot of the people are just frustrated with it, tired of it, throwing up their hands and going, I just can't deal with this anymore. And I get it, okay? It's very frustrating to me and everybody I know, they want to take away every bit of rights you have. I mean, take away your First Amendment rights to speech, take away your rights to assemble, your rights to go to church, your rights to go to a restaurant. You leave out of your house, and you've got to put a mask over your face. Whatever would be. Now we're hearing about, like I said, this social distancing technology that we're all supposed to wear. Well, I hate to tell you this, but when I go somewhere with my wife, we're not gonna stand 6 feet apart. I don't care what anybody says, okay? And if I'm in the grocery store or wherever I am, and I'm standing in line at the grocery store, I'm not standing 6 feet back. We've all seen these little big circles they have, 6 feet distance in the stores. When you get some people to try it, but you've all been in a store and they pack those aisles with every little pop-up display they can get, and you're trying to maneuver your cart around and 2 people can't get by. And now with all of us 6 feet apart, waiting to check out, nobody else can get by. And all that's going to do is create problems, okay? Anger, if you will. And people are already on a tiny little fuse with all of this. They keep pumping all this stuff out, guys, and it's going to cause problems. We all know it. And eventually people are going to snap. And that's where it gets scary, because you don't know what the person in front of you is capable of doing. So, everybody's on a short fuse. Be very careful wherever you go. Watch for all of this stuff. But guys, do whatever you can to resist, because ultimately they're just taking all of our freedoms away one by one, and we're letting them do it. And that's just sad to see the American people just, okay, whatever. Guys, the world ain't going back to 2019 normal. It's not happening. The only way that we ever get that back is if we get every one of these people in Washington and every state house and whatever out, okay? They're the problem. And they all think they're going to be the elites. And it's not going to happen. And you're going to look at governors and mayors and councilmen and everything going, well, I never thought this would happen. Yeah, well, we were trying to tell you for years, and you never took the blinders off and listened to us. So keep talking to people, guys. Keep resisting, but keep yourself safe. Stay out of trouble. Remember, I say this all the time, we are still in a rule of law society. So anything you do, you are still subject to the law. And I don't want anybody all of a sudden doing something they're going to regret and, spending time locked up or anything like that. So try to have a good Saturday. Stock up your preps. We may be locked up in the house here pretty soon everywhere. If they're rolling it out in these states, you know your local politicians, okay, your state politicians. If they have a tendency to follow, California and New York, this is coming to you in the next couple of weeks. For those of us who are in the red states, hopefully we have a little bit better chance to remain free Americans. But this is the beginning of balkanization, guys. This is the battle lines are being drawn. So be prepared. Have a good day, guys. Pinball out.